Hey guys, what's up? Destroyer here, and welcome back to World of Tanks. So before seeing this, you would have just seen the new intro that I've made, so do comment below your thoughts and or opinions on that, because still subject to change. I can make some edits if anyone's got some cool suggestions. So other than that, we're in a pretty nice game here on Erlenberg. Tier 9 game in the Defender, 10 tier 10s on 10 tier 8s on each team. 10 tier 10s would be an interesting matchup, but 10 tier 8s on each team and 5 tier 9s. It's pretty good as this thus far. Feeling pretty good. We got a T30 coming over here with us. Got an E75. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep moving up here, driving. Gonna go sit at the castle there, and stuff's gonna start. So I could make comment on the recent drama that's unfolded with World of Tanks, but I'm not. I'm here for the game. Let's play it. If it starts to be shit because developers well, it's kind of already going down that path, look at the tank I'm playing, but anyway, then just walk away, because that's the only thing that will really make a difference in the long run. Anyway, so nice thing about having a 122mm that's Russian is aiming is an option, it's not actually required, and B, you can overmatch the roof of the T34, as you just saw me do there. So 382 damage in already. Pretty nice. As you can see, we are up against quite a few tanks here. Looks like the majority of the enemy team is over here, and only just over half of our team, I'd say. Bit more than that. What, 8 or 9 tanks? Anyway, well, we've just lost 2, so you know. Okay, so I'm trying to shoot at the IS-6's cupolas there. I miss, but luckily he does too. Well, I say luckily, if he hit, probably wouldn't have penned, but you know, better safe than sorry. So I'm just reloaded again now, and the T-34's pushing up, so I'm just going to aim at that and drop another shot straight into his roof. So 788 damage in, all to that T-34 so far. It's going pretty good, haven't lost any health, and while there are a lot of enemy tanks here, none of them are leading the charge, and thus it's not going to be easy, it's not going to be damage farming, but as I missed that shot there, it's going to be trading shots, which is something the Defender is quite good at. So I'm just waiting here. It looks like the Oho's going to push up, so I aim in and I shoot at that, and you'd think that 225 pen would be enough to go through the side of a cupola, but you know, I guess those cupolas are what, like 200 all round, hit it on a bit of an angle, but that M4A1 Reveilleris isn't going to get the same kind of luck, as we go straight through his gun mantlet with an APCR shell there. Unfortunately, Type 59 hits our gun, but we're going to repair that and drop one right into the drive wheel of the Oho. He shoots back, but luckily for me only does a small amount of damage, and since I tracked that Oho, then the E75 came out, dropped another one in him. I'm going to track him again. And yeah, so that's pretty good there. We're at 2,000 damage now. We're holding up alright in this position, it's not the best, but we're good for the moment, because where I am is good, because me and this E75 have just kind of created an unstoppable wall here, because the enemies aren't pushing, and we've got a T30 in the back there, so they can't really push. T30, IS-6, and an STA-2, but we have just lost the T54E1 behind us. Now there's just a Super Pershing in the way of an STI, and well, Super Pershings don't stop STIs that often. Decided since I'd gold loaded, just go straight through the front of the Oho's turret because, you know, balanced. And I'm just going to move up here, aim, fire, and unfortunately it goes low and just tracks the IS-6 there, doing no damage of importance. T-34 moves up, fires, misses. So 2,400 damage in. Got the Revelorice here, thinking he's going to poke, but then a new guest arrives, the STRV, so pop 510 into his turret. Unfortunately, the Super Pershing blocks me a bit there, and then I drive forward to try and take the M4A1 shot to stop it from hitting the Super Pershing. Not my best play there, because unfortunately I took an extra shot from that Stritzwang that I didn't need to, and then missed my shot. Well, I hit it, but I didn't hit the part of the tank that I needed to, and then I kind of potato that. Like, goes in, but I would have preferred to take out the T-34 there, because he definitely does have a more potent gun. Bit of gold spam going on here, but oh well, this is the sort of situation where you want it, because I might have to go through like the turret of that IS-6. Bit of a potato shot there, just shot that one straight into the wall in front of me. But, you know, wiggle a bit here. T-34 moves up, fires, fails to penetrate. IS-6 fires, tracks me, and there we go. Unfortunately, the Revelorice fires there as well, and damages my gun, so I'm in not the best situation. Luckily, I've got the E75 covering my back against the ST1 or STI. This would have gone quite differently if I hadn't had him. So 3,900 damage blocked, 3,365 damage done. Scores a 4-6, so we're not exactly in the best situation. Make that 4-7, make that 5-7. So, you know, still not the best, especially if you consider the tier spread. So I'm kind of here, kind of on the side of waiting until I can repair my gun, but then I'm like, you know what, screw it. Who needs aiming? Just going to pop out and drop that 445 into the front of the IS-6 there. I had a premium shell loaded. I was quite confident that could go through. Now loading back the AP again. Considering turning around and going through behind, but then I realize I can probably, if these guys are going to push with me, which it looks like they might if I go in first, I can push in here, and I know I can take at least one shot from these guys, this group of the Rev, the T-34 and the IS-6, but then the Rev goes in after I put a nice shot into the IS-6's cupola, but the T-34 fluffs his shot and it goes into my tracks probably just below the hull. So we're now at 4,300 damage done, 4,290 damage blocked. Quite a good game, but it is not over. The team's managed to bring it back a bit with 8-9, so only one tank behind now. Make that 9-all. So we have caught back up, and it's 2 tier 9s versus 2 tier 9s and 4 tier 8s versus 4 tier 8s. So I decided to push in here, snap that shot at the Rev. I miss, he bounces. Angle against the IS-6, and now I know it's the Rev that's going to be reloaded before I am, so I duck down here. Don't have to worry about the IS-6 for the moment. Pop a nice shot in there, putting us on to 5,460 damage blocked and 4,792 damage done. Just ignoring the Rev there for a bit, because I knew he was behind the ridgeline and the E75 was covering me there. And yeah, I didn't realise to point it out when it happened, but I also did repair my gun. So T26C4 there, snap a shot, it misses, not really that surprising. Got the T30 over the other side covering us there, so that's the T26C4 dealt with. So now it looks like, you know, it's not a confirmed win, especially with the Stritzwang 1030 against few tanks on low health, with a light tank and a full health T-44 on his side, but you know, it's better than it was a few minutes ago. So this has been a ripper game for us so far. We've got 4,800 damage done, 5,800 damage blocked, 970 damage assisted, so you know, it's pretty good. And I just turned the camera around there when I was playing to look at, bloody hell, I've got 5,800 damage blocked. When did that happen? But now we're going into an interesting situation. So I've got 125 health. That T44 has 1,300. Yeah. Well, not the best way to... Well, could be the best way to start it, except... Yeah, that one bounced. You know, flat side of a T44 with a premium round. Yeah, that one bounced. So I just look over there to check with the strits. And I thought for a second that the T44 was going to run away, but no, he has come back around. So I'm like, well, fuck. But, you know, I got one shot in. And then he bounces off the flat side. Like, wow. So I'm just auto-aiming on him here. And then he comes up. He probably could have got around me and won. But there we go. In again. And he bounces again. That one wasn't as surprising as the first one. But now I'm like, oh shit, he's going to get behind me. And then he bounces off my side again. It's like, suddenly had a potato thrust into the space where his brain was supposed to be. And in the time it took us to do that, the T30 took out the STRV. And we're at 6,092 damage with 6,100 damage blocked and 1,000 damage assisted. So I'm just going to go into the cap circle. I know there's no way I'm going to be able to chase down that RU. And I do say cap here because my mission is participate in the successful capture of a base, yada yada yada, and cause 3,000 damage. So I'm like, well, maybe if this IS-6 Black Edition comes along and caps with me, I could get that, and especially because it's not actually guaranteed that we're going to win from these guys, because that RU could easily, you know, circle strafe that T30 to death, except he doesn't, and that is game over. So, yeah, pretty nice game, and you can see all the scratches on the side there from the heroic assault of the T44, so I will catch you in a second with the post-game stats. Alrighty, so here we are with the post-game stats. As you can see, that was the ace tanker for the 1,691 base XP. Pretty good game, Bruiser, 5 for effect, shellproof, no one cares about those. Spartan, yeah. Bounced a few on less than 10% of the health, but you know. Steel Wall and High Caliber for the 6,100 damage, respectively. That's a pretty good game. Only 2 kills. T30 had a nice game as well. He got the 6 kills. You know, we appreciated. You know, 5k damage and 6 kills, but you know, can't win them all. 114,000 credits, only actually profited 33k because I dumped 71k on ammo, but like, you know, life's hard, man. If I had premium, you know, it would have been the 91k. With the triple for the first win of the day, most premium vehicle, ended up with 5,200 experience. Pretty nice. Can buy a cookie with that. Yeah, anyway, so thanks guys for watching, and see you next time.